Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Tech Sharmit podcast, a podcast where we bring you the conversation with the brightest mind of the tech community. And today we are here with the Aakriti Aggarwal joining us from India itself. If I talk about Akriti, then she is the one who holds the highest honors of Microsoft MVP. She is also a key player in AI, a LinkedIn top voice, and a brilliant tech educator from the industry. So, today we will explore the real behind the scenes work of her advocacy activities. But before we proceed further, I would like to thank the Akriti for joining us today in this episode. And now I request you to please initiate the discussion by telling us something about yourself.
Okay. First of all, thank you for having me, Amit. And it's a great platform that you are working for. So thank you, whatever you are doing for the community. So let me introduce myself. And so I am Akriti Aggarwal. I am working as an AI engineer at IBM and also an Microsoft MVP. So, and we both are Microsoft MVP. So Amit is also a Microsoft MVP. So, I started my career in 2022 as a software developer first at SAP Labs. And since then, it's been 3 years where like my journey turned around from software development to AI. As the time passes, like I also learned with generative AI. So like we all started with generative AI, and now I'm finally working on the cutting edge technologies like agents, RAG, LLMs, and all like whatever the jargons you hear, I'm working on it. So that is me. And so over to you, Amit.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Akriti, I am also agree with all these things that you are doing so many things for this industry, not only as an employer, but like you are also contributing as a Microsoft MVP in different areas through blogs and everything. But here I would like to start with a different thing. Like we all know that you work on AI and advanced technologies. You are a MVP, and you also simplify the insanely complex tech topics for the tech folks. But tell me that one thing, like how would people around you explain what you do for your living? Like how they know you?
Okay. Okay. So a lot of friends and family member, they are very convinced that I am into all the tech stuff. Like I just do AI. Well, they are not entirely wrong, but honestly, like I am more passionate about a lot of things apart from
Yeah.
just tech things. Like I do a lot of sketchings, and I just love to read books. Also, like hanging out with a lot of people. So I usually get this question that how I'm managing the time to like
Mhm.
work on like as a full-time job. Then I have this LinkedIn thing, and then sessions are there and all these things. But main thing that everyone thinks about me that I am just into the all that tech stuff.
Okay. All right. So now we will talk about those moments that you realize that yes, these are the things that you completed in a very good way or in a desired way. So what are like where you realize that yes, I'm actually doing a good at this AI stuff, maybe any AI project or any breakthrough into a project or any LinkedIn post that you think that you shared and it goes in a very broader with a very broader audience, and you were not expecting that much of a viral of that post or any content that you have created.
Okay, so maybe I can start with my journey. So where I
Mhm.
started. So it was actually like uh, I was in college, and I used to love like that is very like people will not find it very that it will they will find it boring, but I was too much into mathematics and probability statistics, and that's why I get to know, okay, like if I know this, then maybe I can start learning with machine learning algorithms and deep learning algorithms. So I gradually started learning that, where I get to know, okay, like that's what I love. So that's how like I started deep diving into the AI stuff. I started
Mhm.
participating in hackathons and doing like we all do. We are from colleges, so we know like what minor and major projects are in colleges.
Yes.
So there was one project that was minor project, and I was not a person who used to like just okay take like whatever the old project people have done and just copy paste and just submit. So I was always the person who used to try to make something innovative,
Mhm.
and that's where like we came up with the idea of deepfake detection at that time, like in 2019 or 20ish. So that was my first minor project, when it turned out to be a very good project, my professor asked us to write a research paper on it.
Okay.
And when we submitted it to the IEEE, luckily we got it got submitted, and it is now on IEEE website. You can check it out. It's swap defect detection, and we get the chance to present it to the international conferences as well. So I think that was the turning point of my this AI career.
Okay. Yeah, and that is very inspiring, especially for those who are into college, because I also noticed the same thing when the students are in college. They mostly like copy paste the project. In fact, they are not preparing the SDS by their own. Like they are just taking a reference from their senior project. Taking a reference is a
Yeah,
good thing. Like if you want to explore their ideas, that is fine. But if you are
yeah,
preparing the project by your own, then you will find similar thing that Akriti achieved by preparing that project and then submitting the research paper. So this is a great learning for all those who are into the college and who are about to start their career. So this is really very inspiring. All right. Okay. So now, Akriti, we will talk bit about your so far your journey. Like you have performed various role as a coder, and you are also into advocacy activities, right? So here I would like to ask one question. Like you are building the real world AI solution. We all know. So what do you think? Like because you are interacting with your teams also. So what is harder in this industry? Writing the code, selling the vision, or getting the people actually to adopt that technology, because at the end like non-techies are going to use those technical solutions that you are building. So
yeah.
what is your opinion on that?
I think like all three that you have mentioned is tough. If I would start with the first one, like writing the code, so it's not like writing one Python script or writing one project. It's like starting from this user story and then building an architect on top of it, then writing the actual code, doing the test cases, like testing, reiterate everything, and then deployment. This is a complete software development life cycle from end to end. That is tough. Now once that is built, now it's up to the person who is selling the project. Like if
Yeah,
that person is not able to sell that, then it's all waste.
correct.
So whether you are like just an engineer working at any MNC or startup, or you have your own startup, if you have a very good tech but you don't know how to sell it, that's again the waste. So selling itself is a like something that is a skill which you cannot just learn it by doing just one or two selling pitch. You can just learn it from like practicing, or maybe like many people have that in by birth, so they are lucky, I would say. And third is like convincing the people, especially the non-tech people.
Yes.
So there are like two types of convincing. Like the first is everyone know, like no one, AI is not going to eat your job. First of all, if you are not upskilling yourself, like upskilling is something that is a harsh truth. Now it becomes in the era of generative AI, especially. So until unless you upskill yourself, AI is not coming back, like eating you or something like that. And if I would say teaching to non-tech people, yeah, that is little tough. But gradually, if you try to understand, like try to teach them, try to educate them with good courses or something that is beneficial for them, like through some mural board or like by a diagram, you can explain. So that is something you can start with, and slowly you can educate anyone in the world.
Okay. And thanks for debugging this myth about the AI because this is also a hot topic nowadays. Everyone is talking that it is about to take your job. And one best thing I discussed in one of my podcasts itself, there was one guest, I am not able to recall the name right now, but he mentioned that the AI is not going to take your job, but the person with good capabilities in AI, he will for sure like, take your job. So that is the main thing that everyone can do. Like they can try to adopt this technology not only for the entertainment purpose but also for their professional and their day-to-day life. So it would be in the end it would be helping the folks.
Yeah.
All right. So, Akriti, like we discussed about your research paper and the project that you delivered, but and also we know that you have achieved like you are a LinkedIn top voice and you are Microsoft MVP, and we all saw these kind of posts on LinkedIn. But everyone got fascinated with these kind of certifications and courses, but they don't know the actual work behind the scene, right? And like I also noticed this thing that on LinkedIn also, like everyone is talking about overnight success and the kind of the thing that they achieve throughout their journey. But what's the one thing that you did behind the scenes is no one is aware of that thing, right? Because on LinkedIn we usually post the success thing, but what exactly you are doing on the backstage, that is more important, not only for those who recently joined their journey into IT industry, but also for those who are experienced person. So if we talk about your experience, like what were those situations that led you to these kind of achievements, whether it is a MVP award or a LinkedIn top member? So how was your path for that?
Yeah, so that is true. Like everyone posts their success journey on LinkedIn or any social media platform, I would say.
Yeah.
But everyone is doing a very hard work. You see a lot of posts that goes like, you can learn machine learning in 12 hours straight.
Yeah.
That is not true. I learned machine learning in 1 year. It takes a lot of time just to I still don't say that I am even intermediate level of expert in AI or something. I just say that I'm a beginner level, even though like I'm an AI engineer at a very good company that is IBM. The main thing that goes behind this the scene is like the more you learn and the
Mhm.
more you implement. Because I took part in hell lot of hackathons. I took part in a lot of competitive this DSA things and all these
Yeah.
things. So yeah, so they are very hectic. You need to stay like late at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Just like you and three more people working on a same project. So this all these things will help you in the future. Like I think like whatever I've taken part in the hackathons or all these competitive things, now they are paying it off because now I know a lot of things that I don't think many people of my experience would know. So that actually helps you to get forward as like in the field of whatever you are currently working in. Maybe it's software development, maybe it's testing, maybe it's QA. So whatever you are doing, just make it in a way that no other people don't know what you are doing. Learn in the like under the shadow, shine like a star. So that's what we all do. Because like I remember like when I first wrote my first blog, it
Mhm.
got 0 likes. It
Okay.
got like 20, 30 views. But I still continued working on posting the blogs on Medium and then posting this post on the LinkedIn. So gradually, like when you post things, gradually, like when you do things, it always becomes better. So I would say like, and again, under the shadow you work, star like a shine like a star.
Yes, and I think this is a good phrase. Anyone can put it on a wall so that they, whenever they are working on it, they can keep it in mind. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And also, like one more thing, like what is your opinion behind the teamwork? Because in IT, we all know that everyone is working in a sync. Everyone has to interact with each other, especially with testing team, developer team, and like everyone is interacting somehow. So how can a fresher, especially freshers, can build the teamwork capabilities? Because one thing that we usually see that in college, like they do their project by their own somehow, like by taking a reference or something. But later on, when they are in actual project, they don't know how to interact with the team, how to take help from them, and like team building is something that I found there is some lag in the college as well as the actual corporate sector. So what do you think, like how they can improve that kind of team building activities?
Yeah, so college gives you a lot of chances like doing the minor projects, major projects, but as you said, like they take references from here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, any fresher can utilize that opportunity to learn the team building activities. And when you, if you haven't done that, now you are fresher already, then I
Mm-hmm.
would say start connecting with your seniors, learn from more from them. start making like some basic prototype with them, so you will get to know about okay, like what team building means.
Mm-hmm.
Even start like just learn from them, I would say. Whatever they are
Okay.
saying, do it. Also put your point to them. Like, it's not like you just blindfoldedly listen to them and do whatever they are saying. It's like more like you are just taking the task. If you have any other opinion on something, just put it forward. Every in like companies that are like big companies like IBM, SAP, Google, Microsoft, they have very good managers, they have very good people around you, they have very good seniors. Just put forward your point of view, they will listen.
Mm.
Whatever you are, but there's a way how you can put the point, by giving by giving like the points which is like effective for both the parties, like for you and to the person you are approaching. So I would say, just do the best, put the point, and listen to everyone. Listening is the good ability that many people miss.
Right. And I'm also agree with this point. Like whenever like you are interacting with your teammate, or maybe if you are in college, you are interacting with your teachers. So always try to put some effort first. Like just prepare all your findings into, like do your homework and put everything
Yeah.
into documented. And then after that, like when you interact with your senior member or with your teammates, then the things would be different for you, because you have already traverse that path to find out the solution. And if there is any help, they can simply just let you know, but they will not help you to traverse that path. They already know because they are the experienced person. But if you do your homework and proper notes are there, then they maybe they can suggest you alternatives also, because for every solution, like there are alternatives. In that case, like you will find out how to optimize your code and get the desired output in a better way. So
Yeah.
that's a good learning. Okay, now we will talk another topic that is also like everyone has hyped about the generative AI right now. As you mentioned, like there are some courses who are teaching generative AI in 1 or 2 hours. So, what is one thing that no one talks about this generative AI? Because you have worked on this, you have good expertise on this. So, how you look at this technology, and what that one thing is there that is ignored by the audience as of now.
Okay, so I would say the first and the foremost thing is the compute cost. So
Mhm,
everyone wants to like, let's suppose everyone wants to like fine tune a model, a large language model, let's suppose Llama or GPT,
mhm,
until they like get to know about the cloud bill that is arriving to them. So that is the primary thing that is been like underlined like under the hood until you get the bill. The second I would say is like the hallucination. So LLM can confidently be wrong, and it will still lie to you to
yes.
convince you that the LLM is right, but you are wrong. So hallucination is one again a huge problem that we are facing, like who is working in the AI field, and especially who is working with the clients. So we see a lot of projects that goes like into the waste when a lot of hallucination starts happening into the project, into the like chatbot, if you say, or something like that. So
Mhm.
these are the two things, compute cost and the hallucination, that people just ignore for the starting, for the prototyping phase. But when the same thing goes to the production level, it gives you the reality check.
Right. Okay. And also one thing that like we all know that whenever there is a discussion related to AI, so everyone is working with LLMs, RAG, right? But what do you think, like what one myth people need to unlearn about the AI right now, in terms of LLMs or RAG or any other methodology that they are using, but they are not actually understanding the actual meaning of it? Overall, like overall, what common pitfalls you find there?
Yeah, so I would say like to train the more parameter. So
Mhm.
they think like the more parameters you are training with, the better result you will be getting, the better accuracy. But sometimes they fail to think about like a well crafted prompt and like a clean data can just outperform the large language models, like who is trained on trillions of parameters.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more like AI. You have a very smart intern. The better you treat that intern, the better you guide it, the better documents you provide to the intern, the better it performs. If you provide a very vague documents even to the very experienced person, it's a high chance that an intern with a better documentation, with a better guidance, can outperform to the experienced person.
Right.
So similarly, a very like nowadays you can see like SLM are outperforming LLM models. So you can see like small language models are better when we compare it with LLM. If you have a very good prompting and you have a very good document to that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And here, Akriti, I want to ask one question on the behalf of those person who are not aware of anything related to AI. They are completely non-techie person, but nowadays, like it is popular, so they wanted to start learning this AI thing. Like what exactly, maybe overview, or if let's say if someone wants to pursue their career into AI, so what
Yeah.
would be the roadmap? Like what roadmap you would like to suggest to them? Like what courses they can refer, or any particular blog or anything that a non-techie person can also refer?
Okay. So I would say like if you are Indian, then you know Krishnayak definitely. So we all started watching his video.
Mm-hmm.
Even my journey into AI is because of Krishnayak, because like in our college there was a course of machine learning, but obviously we don't listen to the classes. So it was like everyone goes to the Krishnayak video, watch it on the YouTube, and then you can just like know what machine learning is. It's like how simply he just make every concept easy. So you can start with watching YouTube videos like of Krishnak's video, even deep learning.ai courses. Like they have very good courses, and they are very short courses, like 4 to 5 hours courses. So they are awesome to start with. If I talk about like blogs or LinkedIn people, then there are like a lot of people you can start with. But if I give a very if I narrow down everything into a roadmap, then I would say like start with maths, like
Okay.
the basic maths you can start with, like statistics, probability, so that at least you know like what's going to be in the future, like because machine learning, algorithm, deep learning is all about maths. So you can start with basic maths, then start learning with machine learning algorithms, then deep learning algorithms, and then NLP also, because that is important.
Yes.
Then based on your preferences, because like once you get the knowledge out till here, you will be aware of like what exactly you want to pursue with. If you want to pursue with the generative AI, then go take a path of Gen AI. If you want to still into the this recommendation system things and classical MLs, just pursue with that. So but the basic, the under like the if I say like the basic thing that you need to learn if you want to go and pursue into the AI, it's machine learning, deep learning for sure.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I think those people who are about to start their career into AI, and if someone is fascinated about AI, so they can at least give a try. And if they have any questions, they can simply reach out to expert like Akriti, so that anyone, because everyone is there on LinkedIn, are happy to help, because this is our community, right? Who is always take this kind of initiative to interact with freshers also. If you're not getting, maybe someone is busy, so you can reach out to other person, but for sure, like you will get the guidance if you are looking for, and if you have that interest in finding out the solution, so they will for sure help you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So now, Akriti, like in your achievements, like one thing is also there, that is LinkedIn top voice, and you are also a speaker, a mentor, and a well-known person in this industry. And we all know that you are not only just building the applications, or you are not only finding those solutions for the top problems with AI, but you are also nowadays influencing the IT folks through by your knowledge sharing through your blogs. So what do you like, why you think it is so important to influence other in the industry? And like when did you started your blogging, or when you think like that, yes, this is something that you can deliver to someone else, you can share your knowledge through blogs? So how it started?
So Uh, like for the first question, I would say like why I am influencing, because what's the point of building great technology if people are too intimidated to start with?
Right.
So for me, like in my opinion, tech should feel like accessible and not just like exclusive. So like more people can know, more people will know it, more people will build it, and more people will get educated on this. So that is like my thought process when I started with. So,
Okay.
but when I started blogging, so it was very tough to. It is always tough to put your first blog or put your first post on LinkedIn. You
Agree.
always have a thought like what people will think about me. Am I like going right or not? But once you start posting or blogging, it's just like first barrier you need to cross. I posted my first blog as like my first Google interview experience.
Okay.
So that, yeah, so that thing, like I get good traction. Like that was my second blog, sorry. So first blog was like zero likes, very few views. But second blog, because of it was Google interview experience, it got like too much of likes and all those things. Then I get to know, okay, people love to hear me. It's just like maybe the topic that I chose first was not correct. So then I started one this medium blog series, that is AI not that easy. Now it's almost like 50 blogs is there. So now people learn from it. Even my few of my colleagues have was like read that blog and made few things out of it. So it is very inspiring now when people get to me and they say, okay, Akriti,
Yes.
I just love your blog, and because of your blog, I just made out of this barrier that we were facing from last few weeks. So it always feels inspiring for me. So that's why, like, once you start like posting out things into the public, and people will not first react to you, so that will definitely dishearten you at the starting. But gradually, like when it takes the pace, you will love to post it. And you, like, if even if you don't want to post it, because people loves you that much, you will start posting it too much. So I would say start posting.
Yes, and this is the thing that I found is common with all content creator. In fact, when I started my YouTube creation and tech videos creation, so I also faced the same issue. Like initially, no one reacting on it, and that is fine. But one day, like you will get a kind of email that your session helped you helped us to prepare some project or something. Then you will find out that yes, you are making an impact, and later on, like you will not take care of those views and likes and subscribe, because that is the thing. If you are sharing your knowledge, then your main purpose is for sure is it is not to getting those attraction or to get any money, because otherwise like most of the creators will not work on the YouTube, because not only YouTube, like same goes with the blogs also. Someone is creating,
Yeah,
that means he or she really wanted to share their knowledge. So just
yeah.
keep working on your blogs. And by the way, like Akriti, where people can find out your blog?
It's on Medium. You can just search like AI not that easy, and there's a whole series, or maybe just my name, and you will get to know.
Okay, yeah.
I'll
All right.
send you the link. You can put it into the description as well.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can put it in a description. So if someone is interested, they can simply reach out and they can follow that link. Okay. All right. So now, Akriti, I'll take another question, and it's a kind of a scenario-based question. So let's say if someone offer you a blank check, let's say if someone, any organization gives offer you a blank check to build any particular AI solution. So what you are going to build in that scenario, and who would be the audience for that solution?
Okay, that's an awesome question. Okay, uh, maybe like, because like it is a blank check, and so that I can inspire a lot of people with
Yes.
that, because I can take a lot of money out of it. So maybe a hyper personalized mentor bot for students, like especially who are in tier 2 or tier 3 cities, because
Okay.
they have very, because I'm not sure how internet accessibility is still there to those people. but I'm aware like it is not comparable to even tier 1 cities, like me and you living Bangalore, maybe I would say. So a mentor bot for students, so that something they can learn from, like the curriculum they have, like all the other things, like they have their full access to a lot of books
Mhm.
we learn from, and maybe the languages, so that they can learn a lot of languages from there. And even if they just want to ask some dumb questions, just like we people do to chat gpt, so all the because many times students are just afraid to ask questions from teacher, or maybe in the group of class, because maybe they are introvert or something. So having a chatbot that is very helpful to them would be great to, like, idea or solution to anyone. So that is one idea. But if I talk about on the enterprise level, I would say the second idea would be on the data security side, because
Yeah.
like a lot of people, again, like older people, and even like like my mother and father, if I'd say, like their age people, they just randomly put their medical reports on ChatGPT just to ask, okay, what is going on, like in my
Right.
body. ChatGPT just tell me. So they unknowingly or knowingly, they are just putting out their personal information to
Mhm.
ChatGPT just randomly. There was a trend started like to generate your image in a cartoon character. So you're
Yes.
passing out your images as well, like your face to ChatGPT or any large language model. So educating people on such things is also necessary in today's world. Like, just don't put random things, your personal information especially, to any of this large language model, because they are learning from you. Whatever you are
Yes.
putting it up there, they are learning from you. So I would say education on that also.
Yes, right. This kind of awareness is very important, especially in a country like India, because nowadays
Yeah.
everyone is using it, but they are not aware of other security aspect. And these are the really great vision, I would say, that you discuss with this thing. And I'm sure like you are going to work on these kind of initiative for sure one day, because if someone has that kind of vision, though, they are about to reach, like you will for sure do such a great things in this industry. All right, so like Krati, we have limited time, although there are plenty of things that we can discuss here with you, but just to be in a time limit, I would like to ask my last question, and it is related to the network of support, because as a mentor you have touched so many individuals, but I just wanted to know like who were those key people around you who helped you, and like who were the key people in order to like who helped you to pursue your career. So who were those key people?
Oh, so they are so many. I'm so grateful that I got a lot of good people around me. So starting with my college professor, who like encouraged me to write my first research paper. That was a turning point,
Okay.
I would say. So her name is Dr. Rashmi. If she knows me, remembers me, then I would. Then my first company, SAP. So I am lucky enough that I always get a very good managers around me who always inspired me, and they always listen to me whatever I'm asking for, or maybe whatever, like, I think I have asked for. They always gave me. So, and especially my first manager at SAP, she was awesome. She is awesome basically. Like, she was the first person who threw me into the AI before I felt ready. So thank you to her. And then to my real MVPs, my mom and dad, definitely, like, because they know like what I'm good at and what I'm not good at. So whenever I feel dicey of any situation, uh, like I would do that, or maybe I can fail at that point, they always encourage me like thousand times. So for me, they are the real MVPs. So yeah,
Okay.
I am so grateful to all of them.
All right. Okay, so thank you so much, Kriti, for joining this podcast and for sharing your expertise with everyone. I'm sure like you also enjoyed the discussion, and thank you once again for being a part of the show.
Yeah, thank you so much, Amit, and you are doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.